It's your boy Loush,
Mr. Clean,
aka the Ibster.
the Arab version.
It's the cool cousins. We're back with another one, and in this episode, we gotta remove all the caps, and we gotta come straight with the facts. Maybe
Fax machines are on deck.
fax machines are loaded with paper, and they are ready to go.
Bit of a sensitive topic today.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Giving.
it is a sensitive. It's a sensitive topic for the perpetrators.
Yes, sir.
Not for us. I mean, I'm down to talk about this any day.
Talk about anything, man.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Now we talk about, you know, when we talk about the culture, fashion comes up a lot. We've done music before. We do relationships. By the way, send us any relationship questions you may have. The cousins got your back, no matter
Yes,
what.
sir.
And sometimes we talk politics a little bit, religion a little bit, but one of the main icons of the Arab culture, and we've done videos on this on YouTube before, particularly when talking about the Holy Land of Palestine, is called the Kaffiyeh, aka the Kaffiyeh, which is the scarf. And Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton,
Yep.
Louis Vuitton,
Yeah.
Mr. Louvren,
Joss Louis.
and Fendi have been absolutely demolished, slammed for attempting to exploit, or actually not even actually exploiting, a traditional icon, a nationalist icon, a regional symbol of our people and our culture, in their attempts to somehow make a profit and also act as though they understand even remotely what it represents and how we would react to it. It's a shame. I was really hurt when I saw it, and for me, like I've said this before, I'm not triggered generally. You know, I don't look for reasons to be. I'm not pre-offended, right? Like the woke culture is.
Yeah. You're not looking for something just to jump at and start.
Yeah, like
just to give it shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like we're pretty lenient about this kind of stuff. And like I was thinking about it the other day. Fun fact: there was a time about 5-6 years ago, McDonald's was about to introduce the shawarma on their menu, right? And because shawarma just blew up, particularly here in our town, and it's just such a massive, cultural food that we have, and people really like it now. And I kind of gauged myself. I had to check myself, right? Like, how mad would I be? It's like, nah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's, do you, bro? Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, because shawarma does not represent, like, our identity, or it's not a historically, like, impactful icon for our people, our ancestors, you know, and for our future as well. Right?
Honestly, like it's a win-win situation, though, because if people like it, who haven't tried shawarma before, now they like shawarma. If they don't like it, then they go back to the original shawarma.
Yeah, like nutritional appropriation, I think, is okay.
That's it, bro.
But cultural appropriation is something we need to talk about.
Yep.
So Louis Vuitton and Fendi, we need to talk. Come on over, have a seat.
Ahlo sahla.
Ahlo sahla, and get ready for a nice fresh one right across your face. One of the world's leading fashion brands, Louis Vuitton, I'm just reading the article here, has come under fire for the sale of a luxury designer scarf heavily influenced by the traditional Palestinian kaffiyeh, a symbol of Palestinian nationalism. Now, Ibi, is it just... So first of all, this article is within context of what's happening in that area right now, which I understand. But the kaffiyeh is not just of Palestinian relevance. It is of regional relevance. From North Africa, all the way it stretches, all the way to the Levant, and then all the way to the Gulf states. And then even you can go as far into the Persian culture with Iran, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan,
Middle East in general. Yeah.
The kaffiyeh is a global representation of a people and a culture. So for me, it's not just a symbol of Palestinian nationalism. If we're going to talk about the kaffiyeh and we're going to talk about Palestine, we need to talk about the intifada. We need to talk about the resistance. Not the resistance people say, oh, well, it's anti-Semitic. It's, Habibi, we are Semitics. We don't talk to me about anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
We are. Google the other day. If you Googled the other day, what is a terrorist scarf? It would show you it showed you the Palestinian Kaffiyeh. Did you hear about that? A few
I
days
did
ago?
not. This is, well, it's shocking and it's not shocking.
Okay,
Like,
it's not anti-Semitic because the original Palestinian use of the scarf was during their resistance of the British mandate, which was occupying them at the time. Before the Israeli
so
apartheid.
so it actually means something for, in other words.
From long.
Yeah.
From long time ago, ya baba. So that to me, it is the icon, it is the symbol under which the stones are being thrown by people that have nothing. And they wear this, why? Because it's cold outside and they need something to keep their neck. They wear this because it is a reminder of who they are and where they're from. And it also tells the world the same thing when we see it on TV.
It's not a fashion statement.
It's not, which it did become in the West. And obviously now with this.
Let's make some money off of it.
Louis Vuitton. If the Kaffiyeh has Louis Vuitton and Fendi's attention, then you know that it's becoming relevant in the wrong circles.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I mean, I would love to say that I'm shocked, but seeing stuff like this is just happening more often now, especially with that whole, let's go back to that whole thing with that garbage can named
Khalid and Khalil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
like it's just becoming like a trend.
Yeah.
To just, because what ends up happening is, hey, let's grab this that means something or something that doesn't mean something, but attach it to something that's meaningful and make the two collide. All right? Send it out.
And see what happens.
Not see what happens. They already know what's going to happen. They're going to get bashed for it, but they're going to get so much attention at the same time. They're going to get bashed for a week and then people are going to forget about it and then they're still going to sell the product that they want to sell.
And that's the thing is that the reason why it didn't work then and the reason why it's not working now is because the people are speaking up about it. And that's my message to the world is wear your scarf with pride. And for those who aren't a part of the culture, understand what it means and what it represents. And then you make your own decision, but you make sure that you understand what it is that you're wearing before you go ahead and join.
Of course.
Because that's how you avoid appropriation. Because like I said, if Muhammad is wearing the kaffiyeh walking through a mall, security is shaking. But if Elizabeth is wearing a kaffiyeh and walking through the mall, well, she's now empowered and trendy. That's what we need to stop. That's why I wear the kaffiyeh. In university, I wore it on the bus. I wore it everywhere. And I had Arabs. Looking at me. And I remember one time, a guy, he passed by me and he said, Ya msharshah to me. Which is like...
Basically saying you're a bum.
I'm a bum. Because I was wearing the red and white kaffiyeh. On campus. This is a Lebanese guy. Right?
It goes to show you, man.
It goes to show you just how deep the resentment and the misinformation goes.
It's sad, bro. It's a sad reality.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
It is. So again, wear your scarves with pride, ladies and gentlemen. Don't shy away from it.
Ever.
People took to social media to accuse the designer of cultural appropriation and slammed it for failing to acknowledge the connotations the scarf carries in Palestine and selling the scarf at $705 USD when the traditional item made in Palestine costs less than 5% of that. The beauty of this scarf which is something Louis Vuitton also failed to recognize. Forget the design, forget the appropriation. Let's talk about the price. The beauty behind this item is just how readily available it is in all Arab countries. And you buy it from the merchant.
Like on deck.
You buy it on deck, every color.
Bulk.
Ready to go. $2, $3. You give them a little bit more to support. Of course. But these fools are dropping a scarf for $705 USD, well aware that it has nothing to do with the original. It couldn't be further away from its symbolic relevance.
Yep.
And it's not even priced for the people that invented it.
And even sadder reality is, once again, I've always made this statement before, people are still going to buy it just to show that they have money and they can buy whatever they want. That's their symbol. All right? That's the reason they're going to wear it. That's going to be their symbol. I can afford this.
So you're right. Louis Vuitton described the scarf on its website as being, are you ready for this? Inspired by the classic Kaffiyeh and enriched with house signatures.
Why? What was wrong with it before?
We don't need your enrichment. We don't need your enrichment.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't touch it. Stay away. Zahto. Get out of here. Slide.
Unbelievable.
Inspired by the classic Kaffiyeh. We don't need your inspiration. We don't need you to be inspired.
We just need you to have a seat.
Hello.
Stay on the sidelines.
The company claimed the scarf, made from wool, cotton, and silk, is lightweight and soft.
Pause. And silk?
And silk. I mean, hold on. Forget the appropriation. Forget the insulting of a region and of a people and of a struggle and of an occupation.
Let's go ahead.
No. Forget the price.
You better slap him with this, bro.
I'm lobbing you the home run. All right? Embedded, hidden, absolutely concealed into the very fabric in which this blasphemous material is made is silk. Why is silk an issue?
Because silk is a haram fabric.
It's forbidden in Islam.
Like, what do we do?
What more?
What
more?
Let's add more salt to the injury, bro.
Absolutely.
Just
then
throw a gas into the fire.
Here's the gas. According to Louis Vuitton,
LV,
it creates an easygoing mood. Oh yeah.
Because before, if you see it on somebody,
no,
fear runs down your spine, man.
Creates an easygoing, man. What's up, bro?
Oh, how's it going?
Are you gonna go to the jazz club later?
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to the poetry slam?
I'll bring my scarf with me. It's made by Louis Vuitton.
Scarf and your beret.
Oh yeah. Hat and glasses on the way too.
Yeah. Creates it. We don't need your easygoing mood.
We want to be aggressive.
No. Bro, this is the Kaffiyeh we're talking about here. This is the Kaffiyeh. This is the intifada. This is the resistance. This is the uprising of a people. If there's anything that it should not be affiliated with, is the word easygoing. Ya Habibi, it creates a revolutionary mood. It creates a patriotic mood. It creates an arabesque mood. We can even go as far as that. You could have used any of those, Louis Vuitton.
Could have.
And Fanadi.
But they're different, bro. They're elegant, they're smooth, they're soft, they're nice.
It's basically them saying, hey guys, Louis Vuitton here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this cultural icon of yours. We're going to absolutely butcher it. We're going to price it at a price that most Palestinians don't make in a year. We're also going to throw our logo onto it. Oh, by the way, we're going to add forbidden material inside of it. And on top of that, it's designed to cool things down. Easy going, guys. Cool it down. Cool it down, Arabs.
You know what that's like, bro?
Okay.
That's like getting a Ferrari and putting like a Honda Civic engine in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's like you downgraded.
Yeah. creates an easygoing mood, guys. Guys, stop trying to fight for your freedom. Stop trying to end the occupation.
No, let's just let's recreate the Kaffiyeh. That'll solve all problems. That'll end the massacre happening down there.
Looking at a tweet here, profiting off of the oppressed people of Palestine is beyond disgraceful. At Loush Vuitton, why don't you speak up about the genocide and ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people? Wrote one Twitter user.
Facts.
At Loush Vuitton is politically neutral when it comes to Palestine and Israel, but they're totally cool with making money off of the Kaffiyeh. There better be plans on donating the proceeds to Palestinian victims.
There better be.
There weren't. What do you mean?
If you were gonna go that far, 100% of the proceeds should have went to Palestine.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take something that iconic that represents the people of Palestine and everything they've been through, and you're gonna flip it to make money off of it, you best believe you donate that stuff. Every single penny. But it's not gonna happen. Why would it?
So I have a video on YouTube, and it's called Entire Stadium Sings for Palestine. And it is one of the largest football clubs in Morocco. You know, over 100,000 people in a stadium. Just absolutely blew my mind. So that video has trended in recent weeks. It's gotten about 800,000 views. And every time Palestine is in the media or whatever, the video pops. I have made some money off of that video. Every single penny that has been made from that video has been directly donated to the Gaza Relief Fund.
Solid.
But I'm not going to make like posts about it now because we're on the topic right now.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to prove a point.
It's something that I'm going to do. But everybody moves in silence. Everybody helps the resistance and fights the occupation in silence. Right? Now, this person would have said, what if they donated and 1, 2, 3? Had they even promoted the fact that they're doing that, it still would have rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Because it's like, you're just funneling people into your company by using the oppression and suffering of one people, that it's like, hey, while you're at it, nice Kaffiyeh, have you seen our $20,000 bags and purses and whatever else from Loush Vuitton? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Kind of it's just the fact that they remade the whole thing. Like, if they got the original and sold it for a decent actual price and then said 100% of the proceeds go towards Palestine, okay, I'll give it to you. Thank you very much. That's very caring and you're helping the people. Yeah. But now you took this icon, you rebranded it, changed its colors, did whatever you want to it, and now you're selling it for $750 USD. Yeah. And you're keeping all of it. All of it.
So soon after, author and lawyer Khalid Baidoun pointed out how other high-end companies such as Fendi were also monetizing oppression. The Italian luxury brands, $890. Forget $705. Fendi went, they're like, oh yeah, well, we can do better. $890 USD scarf is also facing criticism and accusations of cultural appropriation after releasing a cashmere Kaffiyeh scarf. It is the most hideous thing. I'm looking at it right now. It has almost zebra stripes and their logo just plastered everywhere. It is an abomination.
That is actually disgusting.
Yeah. You know, it is mangled. It is mutated. It is just really something hard to look at. And the worst part is like you said, like, it's the people that would purchase it that would bother me the most. Like, these companies, they're ignorant. They're big machines, right? Like, they don't care. They're like, yo, we're just trying to make it. We're just trying to survive. We don't care what happens.
Like, Fendi messed up big time right here. Let me tell you why. If they try to say that's not our, like, what we were trying to do, we weren't trying to take something and make something out of it. Look how they displayed it in that picture.
They even called it Kaffiyeh, bro.
Yeah. Look. They literally, like they set it up how you'd wear it.
Kaffiyeh.
What other scarf would you wear like that?
Yeah, I mean, that is the distinctive way of wrapping it around your neck and letting the two ends come down your shoulders. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But they called it Kaffiyeh.
So, like, yeah, there's no running away from that.
You know, it's not like they called it. It's not like they tried to mask it with like Freedom Fendi or something. You know, Now there's been also another angle going back to the Louis Vuitton scarf, is that, you know, even after all the things that we mentioned, the long laundry list,
That whole pile of
pile of garbage, the last straw, the one that broke the camel's back, is the colors that they decided to use. Now, I'm wearing a gold and black one. There's some other different colors. There's a army green and black one just above me. I have various colors, but the traditional ones we know are the white and black,
or the red and white.
and the red and white. I have both as well. That is fine. You can deviate color-wise and you can kind of do your own thing if you feel like it. But never in my life have I seen a blue and white one.
I wonder why.
So, a company that decided to completely disregard the relevance of this scarf and to do it properly, even at the very least, didn't even get the colors right. And not only that, they chose the colors of a country that has almost succeeded in cleansing out an entire group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what country that is.
Yeah, country that is
Yes.
oppressing others.
Don't even dare talk about anti-Semitic, because this has nothing to do with Semitism. Zero. Not only are we Semites, but this has nothing to do with Judaism. And everything to do with Zionism.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's out of the question. That's out of the question.
Because I think a lot of people like to conveniently mix everything together.
Of course.
Right? And then they feed whatever bias and whatever narrative they want to run with. And they say, well, these guys are just talking about because. No. Habibti. This is about a colonial mindset. This is about a group of people that believe that a land should belong to another group of higher class, genetically superior people. And they're called Zionists. Does that ring a bell from World War II?
Yes,
Was
sir.
there anybody else that you think thought that way? The Nazis believed in a genetically superior race.
Well, let's be real. How ironic is that?
That's what I'm saying.
How ironic. What they went through, they're doing to the people of Palestine right now. And nobody's really doing much about it either, except for the people of Palestine.
Here I'm just reading a tweet. Luxury brands love to be neutral on issues that matter to us, but then replicate our culture for their own gain. At Fendi, at Louis Vuitton, this is cultural appropriation. Clearly, you didn't take care. Clearly, you didn't care to understand the symbolism behind the Kaffiyeh. You just wanted to profit off of it. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but when I wear the Kaffiyeh and when I see somebody else wearing the Kaffiyeh, that is a massive non-verbal statement of who you are and like what you stand for.
Yes, exactly.
Like when my pops is wearing my dad has a red and white Kaffiyeh, bro, that survived like the civil war in Lebanon. The white is almost beige. Like he's washed it and everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The way it is now.
It is so old school. Yeah. And when I see my pops wearing that Kaffiyeh, I'm like, what? Who are we freeing today?
I'm in. Let's go right now.
Let's go right now. You know what I mean? And that maybe that's just me. And I don't think all Arabs kind of get that feeling. Enough do to have applied enough pressure to these companies that have now removed these items from the page. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean exactly, bro. And the thing is, this is the first time we see something like this. You know what I mean? Go back to, was it Fendi or Fenty? With Rihanna,
it's Fenty. Her salam. Good point.
You know what I mean? Like
yes,
they don't do their research, man. They just take something, they remix it, they do whatever they want to it, and then they throw it out there. And then in the end, I'm sorry, I didn't know, it wasn't my intention. I care for these people.
See, but here's the thing, though. You make such a good point, and it's like when these things happen, they happen in the worst way
ever.
Like it's like, oh, we didn't know. It's like, okay, hayati, my life. You didn't know, but you took a hadith, a traditional narration that talks about the day of judgment and the end of the world, and you mixed it into a song where women are rubbing on their breasts and on their crotches and they're acting like snakes on the ground.
And they're like,
but you didn't know,
95% naked.
Yeah. major furniture store that named products after Khalil and Khalid.
It was, I think it was Wasim actually in Khalid.
Wasim and Khalid. Not couches, not picture frames, not umbrellas, garbages.
Garbage cans.
Garbage cans. Okay. Yani, it's like, it's when these, that's my point, is that when these things happen, don't claim ignorance and appropriate in the worst possible way.
Now, have these been taken down or
They have been
pulled
taken
back?
down.
Good.
They have been taken down, thankfully. There's been no statement by either Fendi or Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah, they're brewing up a an excuse or a fake apology.
Yeah, so
to-
404 page not found on their website here. Just showing an image, but they're either that or they're just not going to talk at all, because I think that they think they're above this.
Oh yeah. Oh well, we made a mistake. Move on. Not gonna talk about it. Ignore it. It never happened.
Yeah, exactly. Oops. Appropriation of an entire people and region. It's like, oh, did you think that we're still in 2005 where our people were getting absolutely slaughtered and bombed every day? And like did you think that those like racist days were still going on, where people had really, really extreme either Islamophobic or anti-Arab or anti-brown sentiment? Right? Like,
Even though I would love to see what would happen if this came out back then.
I mean, if it did, it would have been like, it also would have been like, okay, this is just a part of the times, you know? But now it's like,
We've moved past it.
it seems that way, right? Like people have
But-
woken up.
That's the thing. Like people have woken up, but at the same time, why is it still happening?
Because of ignorance. That's why.
Because fuck them. That's why.
Let us know what you think about this. I am curious, and I feel like it's something that we have to talk about. And again, out of all of the issues that I have with this move in particular, if I had to choose one thing that bothers me the most, it's the timing of it. Right?
Could not have been at a worse time. You're right.
At least 255 Palestinians were killed. Who were these? The Palestinian army? Including 66 children and 39 women, and more than 1,900 others were injured in 11 days of Israeli airstrikes on the siege of Gaza. Now, I'm just talking facts. These are numbers. This is quantitative analysis. This isn't, oh my God, he's anti this and he hates and 1, 2, 3. Can we at least call it how we see it? And in that very same week, Louis Vuitton decides to pull a stunt like this. As if like, oh, cool, let's hop on a
With
trend.
With certain colors.
With blue and white colors. You know? It's a lot. Even the look on the model's face kind of represents the entire situation. Smug. Unimpressed.
I want to slap that face.
Yeah. That is a face you can slap.
It's a slappable face, man.
Or just choke him with the whatever scarf he's wearing. I'm not even going to call that a kaffiyeh.
Yeah, it's a scarf.
That's not even a kaffiyeh. That's an abomination.
Yeah, it is. Big time. Where's the barb?
It's a perversion.
Where's the barbed wire? Instead, they put the freaking stupid Louis Vuitton logos.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a fence pattern. Anyways, that's for you guys to take a look at whenever you can. Or if you're watching this on YouTube. Let's take a look at some of the top comments from Instagram here from the post. So one person said, no, thank you. I can get these I can get these 5 for $2 back in my country.
Facts. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so sad. So sad.
I know damn well all the white people be paying for this. Dead emoji, $700, crying, laughing emoji.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
and that's the thing too. It's
Unbelievable.
There is a market for this. I'm not going to say that it's white people. I just think that it's the ignorant or the uninformed or the people that are like, or the intellectuals that are like, yeah, I totally get what's going on and I'm going to support this and pay for it.
Yeah, but
There are people like that.
there are people like that, but people like that would actually do research and see what's happening rather than paying $750 for a fake Kaffiyeh.
Yeah.
That's not the original, by the way. That's not original.
What do you mean?
Well, people are gonna say this is real Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's fake as shit because it's not the real Kaffiyeh.
Well, it may be real Louis Vuitton, but it is a fake Kaffiyeh, which in my books makes it
Fake as shit.
worthless.
Not even worth like you owe me money for staring at that thing.
Yeah, like it just makes me want to cut out the Louis Vuitton sections of it and then restitch it into what it should be. Bring it back to its original form. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
But then the irony is that like Louis Vuitton's like, well, we just made 1,000,000% profit margin off of this, and we don't care what you do with the scarf, right? That's the flip side of it.
Losers. Get a life, man. People are dying out here, and you're trying to sell something for $750 off of fabric that's hot on. You're trying to take something, call it a Kaffiyeh. Most of the people who wear that are Muslims, and you go ahead and make it out of silk. Fucking kudos to you, man. Genius.
Yeah. So let's recap. You took a regional cultural icon that originally was designed and implemented to support the resistance, Arab nationalism, and culture, and you butchered it and perverted it by smashing your logo on it, making it 705 USD, and making it out of a fabric that is completely forbidden in Islam. And by the way, Arab Christians wear it too.
Yeah.
Right? But even still, it's the irony of that.
Yeah. And on top of that, they take patterns off of it and
then they
plaster stupid, ugly logos that symbols them onto the scarf and still call it a Kaffiyeh.
And they made it white and blue.
Genius.
During a time when the most oppressed people, arguably in the world, are absolutely getting demolished.
And all that is for $750 USD.
Yeah, 705. Sorry, there's a sale.
705.
There's a sale now. Yeah.
Do you want to grab one?
Over my dead body.
All right.
I will be dead before I ever go anywhere near that.
I don't even want to stare at it anymore.
But anyways, it is off the site, thank God. And I guess the moral here is we need to call it how we see it. We need to rep our colors. We need to rep our scarves everywhere, in public, in private. It doesn't matter. Be proud of who you are and where you're from, and make sure you call out these injustices when they happen. Like I said, we're not triggered. We're not pre-offended. I'm not walking around with a sour taste in my mouth. I don't mind.
We're just trying to inform you. I'm trying to inform you what's happening.
Exactly. There's a line, you crossed it, and this is what you get in return. So let us know your thoughts on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. If you're watching this, comment down below. We love you guys. It is the Kaffiyeh. We are loud, we are proud, but above all, we are the cool cousins.
You can talk to us more than you can talk to your parents.